This song was originally written for Devian's third album that never was released. Today I'm back at Wing Studios with Sverker.
That's right.
And we're gonna break down Deus Rex, the opening track from Descending into Madness. What many people maybe don't know is that this track was originally written by Emil Dragotinovic for the third Devian album that was never released actually. During the process, when we were making the new Zornheim album, we kind of realized that we needed a different kind of opening track. Something more aggressive and something felt like a big punch into the face when you put on the album. I really liked Emil's foundation of the song, so I changed the main theme and did it in a fashion that I do stuff. But a lot of the structure survived. We changed some tail ends on the verse riff and the pre-chorus riff. We did a pretty cool chromatic thing there. And me and Wendler restructured the whole chorus part as well. So basically, until the guitar solo, it's pretty true to the original Devian, the Devian version, except that we've added a lot of orchestration and choirs and stuff. And after that, we go into completely new written parts until the end of the song that ends kind of similar. I also added a Devian tribute in the classical theme that I would play because I composed a kind of similar thing for another Devian song, and I figured that this would be the best place to push in that tribute. It's a very classical influence theme. But all the orchestration and all the choir stuff and that is added to this to make this more grand and epic, basically. Like I said, one of the first thing that I Zornheimified was the main theme of the song. Should we take a look at that, Sverker?
Let's go.
Yeah, that's a very typical way of me composing guitar themes. It's two stems in the beginning, one octave above and one below, and then it's a third harmony coming in after half of the melody. Here is an example where I changed the tail end of the riff, and I think this turned out really cool. It's the pre-chorus. The next thing that we kind of redid was the whole groove of the chorus, and it sounds like this. For a long time, we couldn't really decide whether we wanted to have the chorus with growls or clean vocals. So we ended up with being greedy and we decided to do it both. So the first chorus is with growls, and I think Bender did a really cool job there with the vocals. and the second one is with clean vocals, and it sounds like this. And this is how the second chorus sounds. For this recording, I really wanted to emphasize on getting a good feeling and a good tone with the guitar solos, and I think I was pretty clear with that already from the start with you, right?
Yeah, I mean, during the recording it was not only about the fast stuff, but more about notes, I would say. So I think it ended up good.
Yeah, I think so too, and we even decided to change pickups on the guitar.
Yeah, to passive.
And Jeff Beck pickups, good stuff, excellent stuff.
Classic.
Should we take a look at it?
Here we go.
When I was on my father's leave for my youngest son, we got snowed in Finspång. I had summer tires on my car, so locked up in a cabin. I had a lot of extra time, and I actually composed this whole next bit when I was snowed in, and I worked pretty relentless one whole night on this section, and then later on Sverker helped me perfected it. He came up with the words and the stuff that the choir is singing, and this whole feeling is just very cinematic and very dramatic and very Zornheim, I would say.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen at it, shall we? Since Sverker had some extra time with arranging the choirs this time, he did some new stuff that's pretty new for Zornheim. Some interesting choir stuff, and if you've seen the interviews with the choir people, all of them have mentioned this special sound that they were forced to do. So maybe we should take a look at that. I envision Zornheim's music to be very cinematic and majestic, and that's because I see it as the soundtrack to the whole Zornheim saga. And lyrically, Deus Rex serves as a prologue to the entire story of Sending into Madness. The song explores the origins of the hospital and the connection between Zornheim and the Lakes Sailor Sea that's located beneath the Zornheim hill. And the story stretches far back, all the way to the 30 Years' War. And that's long before Beetlehem arrives at Zornheim in Somewhere Far Beyond. So that's everything for today. Would you like me to break down more songs like this? I'm actually debating on breaking down the whole epic song Deep Below in a video when the album is released, basically where I go from start to finish and explaining the whole thought about the lyrical concept. I think that's something unique for Zornheim, and maybe that's something we should do. Please let me know in the comments. See you next time.